The European Commission wants to stimulate the economic growth in Eastern European countries Georgia, Moldova and Ukraine. These countries are former Soviet Union. After their independence in 1991, they faced the difficult task to transform their economy from a centrally planned economy with state ownership to a market economy with private ownership. They had to deal with a high rate of unemployment and a brain drain, because a lot of people left the country in search for a better life abroad. An interesting way to stimulate economic growth is to encourage the entrepreneurial spirit. From 2014 till 2017, 11 universities in Georgia, Moldova and Ukraine traced their graduates who started their own company. All the universities gathered them in an alumni association. The University of Applied Science of Amsterdam, together with the Vrije Universiteit Berlin, coordinated this project. Romania's University of Iași functioned as the bridge between Eastern and Western countries. The alumni associations in the several countries are all connected in one network called EANET. The objective of the EANET project was to develop an entrepreneurial spirit. An entrepreneurial spirit stimulates the start of new companies, and new companies will create jobs and thus help economic growth. During the project, the 11 universities came together for regular meetings in all the participating countries. The first year, the university staff received trainings in building their own alumni association. Svetlana Zaripova, head of the Alumni Association of Krok University in Kiev, Ukraine, built her association with a startup business model.
Выстроили интересное направление для нашей работы, чем мы можем быть интересны нашим клиентам. Все-таки для нас, конечно, выпускники – это члены нашей организации, но мы понимаем, что они в какой-то мере выступают и нашими клиентами. Мы стараемся соответствовать их ценностям, формировать новые ценности вместе и быть полезными друг другу.
The newly formed alumni associations at every university organized all kinds of events to attract new members. Also, current students were invited. There were lectures by successful entrepreneurs and networking opportunities. That's why Natalia Zaviruka from Ukraine became a member of the association.
Перш за все, це можливість спілкуватись з такими ж самими бізнесменами, як я, ділитись з ними своїми проблемами та успіхами. І друге, це можливість отримувати необхідні мої знання, так як наша асоціація прислуховується до наших потреб, до наших запитів і відповідно до них формує навчальні програми, які ми відвідуємо.
The universities started places like incubators, accelerators and fab labs, where they offer mentoring, new technology equipment and programs to learn startup skills. Sandro Kandelaki is a successful entrepreneur and for that reason an ideal role model to be manager of those mentoring labs.
I think at university it's best place to meet students. If you have no team, you can find some guys. If you have not mentor, you can ask your lecturer. If you have not, for example, if you doesn't know how to validate, how to solve your customers, you can go and ask your friends, your students, and it will help you to be a successful startupper and successful entrepreneur.
In Moldova, a group of CEOs of IT and telecom companies helped founding the Entrepreneurial Alumni Association at their former University of Economics, Aachen. Because of limited resources from the government, they sponsored the establishment of an incubator and helped innovating the university's curriculum. One of them is Eugene Christev, now chairman of the association.
There are a lot of people, successful entrepreneurs, businessmen, who happen to be alumni, but who didn't know there is such an association and there is such an opportunity and there are ways to do it.
To stimulate the entrepreneurial spirit, it's important not only to focus on entrepreneurship education, but also connect with business, ministries, local policymakers and science. These form the key actors of an entrepreneurial ecosystem. To learn about creating such an ecosystem, the project partners invited government representatives from their own countries for a training in Amsterdam. Professor Ingrid Wackey lectured on how to create such an entrepreneurial ecosystem.
Ja, wat heel erg belangrijk is als je een ecosysteem wil bouwen waarin ondernemers kunnen floreren, is dat er samenwerking ontstaat tussen de kennisinstellingen aan de ene kant en het bedrijfsleven aan de andere kant. En daarbij geldt dat je natuurlijk de jonge ondernemers nodig hebt die zelf bedrijven starten. Maar het is ook ontzettend belangrijk dat je de bestaande bedrijven daarbij betrekt. Want die hebben vaak al een goede infrastructuur. Die hebben vaak al de middelen om dingen op gang te brengen. Dus die driehoek is waanzinnig belangrijk.
The group met Niels Tichelaar of the Dutch Ministry of Economic Affairs and coach for business development in Ukraine.
Доброе утро. Я узнал, что не все понимают по-английски, но я хочу сказать добро пожаловать на нашу организацию.
He gave an explanation about the Dutch public service and trade facilitation for entrepreneurs. The group visited Amsterdam Science Park, a science-based high-tech university incubator. There they met several young entrepreneurs, including Bart Vredebrecht, student artificial intelligence. He started his company Air Innovations while being mentored by this technical university incubator.
We kregen op een gegeven moment tijdens de studie kregen we vanuit een grote luchtvaartmaatschappij kregen we de vraag, we hebben dit probleem, kan dit opgelost worden met behulp van jullie technieken? Nou, dat hebben we toen geprobeerd. In een hele korte tijd hebben we toen een prototype in elkaar gezet. En wat we toen hebben aangetoond was dat het mogelijk was om het te doen. Maar toen kregen we vanuit het bedrijf de grote vraag. Waar kunnen we dit kopen? Nou, en dan als student met ook maar iets ondernemerschap in je, denk je dan toch, oké, we gaan er gewoon voor. Ook al ben je gewoon eigenlijk een stel nerds die niks weten van business, duik je toch gewoon deze uitdaging in. Maar wat het bij ons een heel groot verschil heeft gemaakt, is dat wij binnen de opleiding, dat ook een groot aantal professoren ook de instelling hadden van ondernemen is een ding wat er gewoon bij hoort. En die ook eigen bedrijven al hadden. En dat helpt toch ook echt heel erg in de mindset, waardoor je zo zegt, ik heb een goed idee en ik kan het ook gewoon in de praktijk gaan brengen. Ondernemen, zeker in het technisch gebied, heeft twee kanten. Het is, je moet je technische kant moet je goed afgedekt hebben en je moet je business kant goed afgedekt hebben. En wat voor een techneut het gewoon het moeilijkste is die technische onderbouwing die heb je en de businesskant die kan je leren. Maar een businesspersoon kan je geen techneut maken, maar een techneut kan je wel een businesspersoon van maken.
The group visited Rockstart, an accelerator which helps startups with funding, mentorship and office space.
I was impressed by today's lecture at Rockstar because it's in some degree unusual. I'm not a fan of rock, but it's very interesting for me, such as connecting of music and a startup.
I liked the presentation given today for us by Oscar. The main point of his presentation was to leave your comfort zone and try to make your dreams come true.
It might hurt, but it doesn't kill you. To step out of that comfort zone, you will grow. And
I saw here good examples on what can be done. And for now, we don't have to invent bicycle, because bicycle is already invented, and we can look more closely at what is done here and take this example, take this experience and apply it our reality.
For me, it was really good experience to meet new people, to show how entrepreneurship ecosystem is developing so different countries. I meet so many people who is really change maker in this field. I meet entrepreneurs, I meet accelerator heads, and I think it will be good for our country's future ecosystem, because I think after this we will have big network and big collaboration. We will make good things and we will change the world, not only our countries.
final meeting was in Tbilisi, capital of Georgia. Every project partner brought their entrepreneurial key personalities to tell inspiring stories and share experiences. Alumnus entrepreneur Lascia Cantaliani developed already several successful startups. One of his current companies is Tripex. You can buy a tree online.
We help companies to plant trees through new technologies. One of the biggest locations for us right now is Borjomi, which is one of the biggest national parks in Europe. And it was born in 2008 when we had war with Russia. The main problem is that people who live near deforested areas, they are poor, they have no money. And in most cases, they cut down trees illegally.
When you buy a tree online, a local ranger in the area you choose plants the tree, takes a picture and uploads it with geolocation.
So we help these people earn money in some legal way and don't cut trees anymore.
Georgi Gurgenidze already started several companies. At the moment, he is working on blockchain technology.
We're trying to build the decentralized finance now. So this is think of it as being a digital bank, which is a peer-to-peer SME loan market, because SME is a really interesting sector. They're really needing a lot of money to keep on working. They need a working capital, and trying to target this sector, it's really also helping the economy, because economy grows with the small and medium-sized businesses growth.
Well, my company name is Giffer. It is a device that takes moving pictures, so it's easy to use. Just need 3 steps: tap, take a GIF, and then preview it and upload. It automatically uploads on our website, giffer.g, so every GIF you can check it there. You can use it everywhere. Where is the fun? You can use it everywhere.
Alumnus entrepreneur Georgi Kontuadze started his company in Georgia. During this project, he succeeded to set up a second company in Ukraine with the help of the Ukrainian project partners. At school, alumna entrepreneur Anna Petrova had the dream to become president. She wanted to support her country. After graduation, she decided to help the country's development by founding an educational center for entrepreneurs.
I started it 5 years ago from a dream to change my country, to make environment of success and inspiration for people to start something in Ukraine, especially business. Now our position on the market, we are leader on the market. We are
of non-formal education.
In non-formal education, especially for entrepreneurship, and we are also inspiration for other people that started their own schools in other topics.
In Georgia, a lot of people go to the villages whenever they have free time, just sort of to escape the crazy city vibe. So we go to the villages where usually our uncles or grandparents live. In my case, my uncle lives in the village and he is working in the farm. And the fact that he and people like him would need to have some kind of support in terms of technology, in terms of marketing, to advance their presence in the 21st century market, I think it's a good thing that we created AgroPark.
AgroPark is a winning project of a startup competition in 2016 organized by the Georgian government. AgroPark is an online platform that helps people to purchase farmland. It hires local farmers that will work the land and hereby stimulates job creation in rural areas.
The idea itself to connect technology and agriculture is quite amazing, I think. And one of the most important things that I'm really proud that this company does is that it has a social impact on people like Nicholas or people who are not able to work full-time anywhere, and AgroPark provides that opportunity to them. So that's the beauty of AgroPark, and I'm really proud of it.
project comes to an end by signing a letter of intent with a 3-year operational plan for sustainability of the entrepreneurial alumni network and their cooperation with policymakers, business and science.